We don't realize how much of our lives is shaped by our habits. In fact, 95% of everything that we do every single day is those habits, or is from those habits. The good news is these habits are learned, so we have the ability to unlearn them. Along the way, if you've picked up a bad habit, you have the ability to unlearn it, and you have the ability to learn new ones that will guide you towards your goals, which is the essence of taking control of your life. I believe that the first step towards creating success or finding success is defining what success means to you. My definition of success is most likely going to be completely different from your definition of success. I believe that success is a personal thing, but I also believe that if you want to achieve success, you have to have a plan. The same way you wouldn't drive from San Diego to New York City without a map. You need a map to follow towards your own definition of success. Welcome back to another episode of Sweat Talk. My name's Chad. So today let's start with the basics. You can't be successful if you don't know what success means to you. So sit back and just take a moment, just a brief moment, and picture your ultimate goal or your ultimate dream. This should be a quick, instinctual thought, not something that you overthink or you sit there and stew about. Just rapid, quick. Think about it and write it down. And whatever you find, whatever comes to your mind, that is your destination. So write that down and put it away. Don't keep looking at it or obsessing over it, because that goal should be so big that it almost seems unobtainable. And if you sit there and think about it, if you stew over that, you're going to have limiting beliefs and doubt creep into your mind that it's even possible to achieve. And in order to reach that destination, you have to have small goals that will guide you in the direction to achieve that large goal. Think about goals as that route that gets you to the destination, or that gets you to where you want to be. Setting goals isn't something that only goal-oriented people do or should do. I believe it's a crucial step for anybody looking to achieve anything. It's a crucial step for anybody that's wanting to create a lasting change. And most average people, they dismiss setting goals and believe that setting goals is just a big waste of time. But successful people realize and understand that without goals, they would just be wandering aimlessly, as most of us do. So define your vision or your version of success. Set those goals, and let's start building those habits to make that happen. One of the most powerful ways to get out of a rut is by fixing your nutrition. I know for a lot of people it sounds completely unrelated, but your mental health and your mental clarity is directly related to the food that you consume. If you are constantly feeding your body junk, your mind will follow. It's like putting cheap gas in a high-performance car. You're gonna end up with terrible, terrible results. That terrible food is not just about physical health, it's about the fuel for your mind as well. When you eat right, you'll begin to feel more energy, and that mental clarity that you are able to realize will allow you to make decisions and the ability to put in that hard work that you need to build those new habits. So step one for success is fuel your body properly. Go back and think about that big goal that you wrote down, and then just go ahead and put it back away. And now it's time that, since you've thought about it for just a second, you already know what you wrote down, it's time to break it down into micro goals. It's time to break it down into a step-by-step direction to achieving that destination, or creating actionable steps. Because a mistake that people often make is they focus too much on the end goal, and they don't form those micro goals that will guide them and direct them to that destination. Because that huge goal that you just set, if you think about it, it's going to become incredibly overwhelming. That overwhelming can lead to doubt, limiting beliefs, and procrastination. Instead, we need to be able to take small, manageable steps that will end up leading us closer every single day. For example, if your goal is to get into shape, don't focus on a complete body transformation. Start with a micro goal, like just simply putting on your workout clothes, or putting on your workout clothes and going to the gym. And even if you can't muster up the courage to work out, celebrate that win, because you are one step closer than you were yesterday. Just establishing that habit is actually a win, because over time that small step will lead to much bigger action. Consistently hitting these micro goals will build momentum, and eventually these micro goals or these actions will lead you to the results that you're looking for. And celebrating those wins is essential to maintaining that motivation. All of that success that the success of achievement from all of those micro goals, each one of those matters. These wins, they don't have to be these massive, gigantic accomplishments. They can be as simple as completing a task or just sticking to a commitment. Set yourself up so that you're winning every single day, no matter how small. It's important to get that hit of dopamine from those achievements. It's important to celebrate those small wins so that we can get that hit of dopamine from those small wins. At the end of the week, you'll find that every single one of these small wins will add up, and they will continue to contribute to the bigger success. Because that success, it's as much of a mindset. Hello. That success, it's as much of a mindset as it is an outcome. So embrace those wins and start to look at them as being one step closer to that ultimate goal. If you don't celebrate those small wins and only look at the large accomplishment at the end, you'll lose focus. You won't see all of the wins that have actually taken place to achieve that big goal, because you are going to experience setbacks, or some call them failures. I call them lessons. If you think about if you had a goal that took, say, 5 years, you could say 10 years if you want to, regardless. If you never felt any wins in that period of time, or never experienced that dopamine hit from those micro wins, you will never experience the joys of the journey, which means that you'll give up, you won't see the point, you'll get bored, and you'll begin to feel overwhelmed. One common thread amongst successful people is they all work towards something that's bigger than themselves. Successful people look for the value that they can create or the value that they provide. If your goal is to build a business, for example, there's a government resource out there that almost nobody knows about, and it's called the Small Business Administration. And there is an SBA, or Small Business Administration, office in just about every city in the United States. It is a taxpayer-funded agency that is designed solely to help people get a business off the ground. They will help you with writing proposals. They will help you with getting grants. They will help you with getting loans if that's what you need. And it does not cost you anything that you haven't already paid aside from your taxes. Because one thing that is the most intimidating part of starting a business, one thing that stops people from starting a business, they have no idea what the first step is. And that's exactly what the SBA is for. If you're serious about building something, if you're serious about getting started, call your local SBA and set up an appointment. They will help you get started. And understand that pursuing something that's bigger than you will also give you a sense of purpose. When you build something bigger that aligns with your values and something that you love, you'll find a motivation that goes beyond money or recognition. It becomes about creating something that's lasting, something that's sustainable, that serves others as well as yourself. A successful person has self-control. They do not waste their time arguing with strangers on the internet. They don't go into the local Facebook, whatever the hell they're called, Facebook page, and get into pointless time-wasting arguments. Here's something to think about. Have you ever seen or heard of a highly successful person arguing in the comments section on a YouTube video that they disagree with? You won't. Because successful people understand the value of their energy, their time, and they don't waste any of that on things that do not serve their goals. And self-control is about saying no to things that don't serve you or align with your purpose. They are not it's something that is not one of your priorities. And every time you avoid one of those distractions, you're able to better focus on what really matters. Start practicing self-control in small ways, whether it's limiting screen time or maybe not playing video games, not watching porn. And over time, these actions will help you direct your energy where it counts. Begin to understand that failure isn't a setback. It's a stepping stone to guide you in the direction that you want to go. You have to understand that success is rarely just a straight line, and a failure or a setback is nothing more than a signal that something didn't work. Let's look at Tom Brady, for example. I'm sure everybody knows who he is and everybody's heard of him. He does not throw a touchdown every single time he has possession of a ball. So they'll go back, they'll adjust it, and he'll try again. And each attempt is another learning experience. Each attempt is refining the plays to find what actually does work. And when you face those setbacks, don't just let them derail you. Instead, analyze what went wrong, make the proper adjustments, and get back after it. This is crucial for anybody striving to be successful. And understand that every single one of those failures is teaching you a valuable lesson. It is the tuition that you have to pay for life. It is the tuition that you pay for success. And as long as you keep going, you're going to be making progress. If you want to build a successful life, you have to take control of your finances. Taking control of your finances and getting out of debt is absolutely essential. Constantly struggling to make credit card payments or that car payment, it can keep you trapped in a cycle that prevents you from ever getting ahead and staying at that job that you hate without any light at the end of the tunnel. Understand that when debt gets its grips on you, it limits your freedom. Because if you can't afford to leave your job because of overwhelming financial obligations, you are going to be far less likely to take risks that are necessary for you to pursue your definition of success or find and complete something that's bigger. The harsh truth is you cannot out-earn stupid behavior. Even most people that win the lottery, they find themselves filing for bankruptcy within 3 to 5 years after winning hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's because they have not learned how to handle their money. They have not learned how to invest in something that's going to pay them back for the rest of their lives. Those people often believe that they have out-earned their stupid behavior. So instead of allowing that debt to control you, work to control your finances so that you can pursue your goals and not feel held back. Start meditating and start relaxing. And meditation is not just about relaxation either. It's about tapping into a deeper part of your mind. When you meditate, you are working on clearing that clutter, that mental clutter, so that you can visualize your future. Like I said earlier, 95% of everything that we do every single day is from our habits. Your subconscious mind controls 95% of your thoughts every single day. And meditation will allow you the opportunity to overcome and to tap into that subconscious mind, that subconscious thinking. So if that part of your mind is filled with limiting beliefs and doubt, you are going to struggle to think bigger or imagine more, imagine abundance. And incorporating meditation into your routine, it will reprogram your subconscious for success. So take time each day to focus on what it is that you want to achieve and allow yourself to think freely without constraints of fear and doubt. A great place to start would be a Bob Proctor meditation. It's a guided meditation on abundance. I'll put it in the video description. Because controlling your thoughts it's a foundation of realizing the success that you are seeking or the success of your dreams. To build habits for success, you need to be able to start small. You have to be able to start where you are right now. You have to stay consistent and be committed. So begin by defining what your definition of success is. Fuel yourself with the right nutrition and break down that huge goal into micro goals. Celebrate your wins and pursue a purpose that is bigger than you, and practice self-control. Then embrace failure as a part of the journey. These habits, they might seem simple, but they're actually extremely powerful building blocks towards celebrating a life and living a life of fulfillment and joy. Success is within your reach, and it all starts with your habits. The habits that you choose to build today. So keep pushing forward. So if you've made it this far, do me a favor and go in the comments section and put down the word goal. Just that one word, goal. Let's motivate each other to achieve those goals and find that success that every single one of us wants to achieve. Find that destination that will help us in our lives. I ask you guys to leave that one word. It helps out the channel by having that interaction. And as much as I would like to read the paragraphs, the multi-paragraph comments, I simply don't have time to to read all of them. And some people, they want to be heard, and they want to leave a comment, but they don't know what to say. They're afraid of the judgments of others. So it allows everybody, it allows me the opportunity to see and know who all is with me, who all is standing strong, and who all is chasing success and the goals that they want to realize. It allows everybody else that sees these comments to do the same. And when we come together, we can become an unstoppable force. So I'm losing sunlight quick. I gotta end it here. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to thank you for showing up. I hope you guys are showing up for yourselves. I want to thank you for all those super thanks and all of the generosity and all of the support that you've given me over the last almost 90 days. And November 11th, I'm planning on doing a live stream that will probably 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. And I'm going to do that live stream to celebrate all of the growth, and so that we can all experience and come together as a group and celebrate that win of accomplishing, creating a video every day for 90 days. Because anybody that's ever built a YouTube channel knows that that is an absolute monumental task. So with that said, I want to thank you for showing up. I hope you're showing up for yourselves, and I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful day. Peace.